Hey, what's going on, guys? Mindacute7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. This is episode number 13 today for the MBNA Platinum 400 here at Dover Motor Speedway. Normally, I would be very looking forward to racing at my home track, but here's one problem with that statement. We're 50 across the board, nothing we can do about it. All we can do is pray, because 3 races, the engine will appear. It'll be here just in time for Sonoma, and then we got Daytona afterwards. I feel like those 2 tracks, we can really kick some ass there. Like, the Sonoma, in terms of, like, NASCAR Thunder, anyway, it's not exactly the most difficult track in the world when it comes to, like racing against the AI. It's more about trying to keep your car on the track, essentially, when you're basically, your chassis is, like, piss poor, and your body as well. Chassis, of course, we're still waiting, because I think we got like 1 race left for the R&D, and we do. I know it's kind of like a really like bold like second half strategy of the year is to essentially try to basically get a lopsided chassis towards tire wear anyway. Like, that's kind of like why I've been waiting this entire time, because the main issues that we have are basically the tire grip and the tire wear. Downforce is still an issue. I'll probably do that next. Drafting is no big deal, and the fuel economy is no big deal either, because we're going to be one-stopping anything anyway. Just right now, it'd be best to just basically do it at the halfway point of each race. Furthermore, you know, we're not going to be finishing on the lead lap anytime soon. I mean, we are a back marker, which is unfortunate for Andy Petree standards. Anyway, I spoke with Andy before this whole episode. You know, he does apologize that the first year of my career in the Cup Series, after being the Xfinity Series champion last year, is kind of bad. Like, it's going to be a program that helps us out, like, develop like other future young racers like myself in this alternate universe anyway. But we had our first repeat winner finally in the form of Dale Earnhardt Sr. after 12 races. We're still last in the full-time driver standings. Rusty Wallace continues to lead alongside Tony Stewart, which is about 33 points. And let's see. I mean, it's been quite a really interesting top 10. Our teammates are 12th and 13th. They're really close. They're actually not that far behind, but I'm surprised Jeff Gordon hasn't really done anything this whole career mode, to be honest. I thought he would be a little bit more. Mike Skinner's also won a race. Johnny Benson's kind of been slumping a little bit. Hopefully he'll catch up pretty soon. In terms of the Rookie of the Year, of course, we got Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading the way over Matt Kenseth. Yeah, Kenseth has really caught back up over the last few races. I mean, as you can tell, we're not even going to be coming close to that. Hell, it's going to be really tough for us to get out of this 6th place spot. Like, hopefully within, like, the second half of the year, we can actually try to pass up to Blaney. Like Kenseth and Jr., we're not gonna catch them. Like, it's gonna be physically impossible for us, I think. But anyway, 50 across the board at Dover. I mean, we could just hope and pray we don't die, right? So it's not a good setup. I don't think it's good anyway. We're about a second off the pole, about a second 0.1 or 0.2 off the pole due to my practice laps anyway. Of course, I'm just slip sliding all over the place a little bit. But I mean, the goal is to not finish last until, like, the first half of the season, and then we can start, like, you know, being a midfield team, like where we should be to begin with. 31st on the first lap. I think we can qualify a little bit better. Like, literally, the qualifying has been like our saving grace this year in terms of like getting like sponsorship money. Like, it's literally been the best thing ever. Just qualifying. So, honestly, kind of a little bit better than I anticipated, but it's just our race pace. Like, we're like a Haas in Formula 1 terms, like last year, where we can qualify decently, but we don't have the race pace to show it. That is my best lap ever, by the way, 26th. It's all going to go downhill from there, don't worry. Alright, on to the main event.
Welcome to Delaware for the running of the MBNA Platinum 400 at Dover International Speedway. Now, Barney, this is one of the tougher tracks that we come to. Why is that?
Oh, yeah, the Monster Mile. This 1 mile oval may look easy, but boy, let me tell you, it's a lot harder than it looks. These big corners are absolute torture on the body, and fighting to keep your car off the walls requires total concentration from these drivers.
Tony Stewart has put together a great season so far.
Being in the top 5 is a huge boost in self-confidence. I know everyone on that team is very happy with their performance this season, and rightfully so.
The Delphi car finds himself in a bit of a slump.
He definitely needs a good finish, not just for himself, but for the team, his sponsors, and everyone else involved with that team.
Bobby Hamilton hasn't made much of a move in the points so far.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
So it is John Andretti that gets the pole today, alongside with Sterling Marlin. We're starting in the middle of the pack, believe it or not, but do we have the race pace to actually do anything about it? 26 laps. Sorry, not 26. We're starting 26, and we're 100 laps and underway we go. I cannot talk today because, yeah. Anyway, we have a really short gear ratio. That way we can try to keep up with the pack. Will it last us the full, like, 48, 49 laps? I don't even know. There they go. There goes. I'm not even going to bother trying to defend Terry, the scary Terry there, and Bill Elliott, and Jeff Gordon. My gosh, that was new. Okay, first lap struggles. Not going to lie. That kind of threw me off guard. Hopefully it doesn't kill my tires in the long run. Spoiler alert, it will. As we try to fight off Kevin LePage, of all people again. Why is it always LePage? As we try to do a little bit of a dunkery-do with Michael Waltrip. I'm running out of ideas to think of things, okay? Give me a break. As we're just, well, that time it's stuck, but it just, most of the time wants to break out loose when I'm not going so fast in these corners, but now it's just tightening up all of a sudden, which is really weird. I can't defend this inside line. I can't go back down there to save my life. So all these guys are just going to go right around us like there's no big deal. And we lose the nose. We just nearly go straight probably into the wall. I mean, we could get to the bottom now, but we're not going to be able to hold on to it. Well, that time we did. But this draft's what's really trying to keep us in straight line speed, but Mayfield's just so much quicker. Didn't I tell you we were going to be the last place cars in this race? Like, there's really nothing we can really do about it, like, in terms of race pace. Like, 4 laps in, we went from 26th to 39th. And, yeah, it's pretty much all she wrote with this, the way the season's been going for us so far. Like, we could just do that to Kevin LePage and just hopefully stall him out for, like, another few laps, but... Or okay, I guess Jimmy Spencer as well in this case. In fact, no, they're already up to my rear, my bumper already. And there's our man Bobby Hamilton, who for some reason can't do anything to save his life except for passing me. This car is very tight now. I mean, I know I've made it towards the tighter side, so I can actually have some grip in the corner, but I'm starting to regret my decision a little bit here in terms of, like, setting up this car. So we're nearly 10 laps into this race, and the leader's already coming to turn 4. That's just how slow we really are. Like that. This is just agonizingly slow. All we have to do is just defend 40th for 90 some more laps. Shh, don't tell. We literally have to defend these 3 cars for the next 90 some laps. Pit stops, you know, aren't going to help us because we're still like we're so off the pace no matter what in terms of like pit strategy. Like, no matter what we do. Like, even if I were to just keep doing tactics like this, eventually they're all going to go around me, guys. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I can stall out Bobby Hamilton as long as humanly possible. And just try to defend these 2 cars the entirety of the time. Jeff Burton's leading the race, by the way. He's ready to put us all a lap down. As I'm just going to try to keep doing my best to not kill the car, but also, you know, defend for a top 40 spot, which, again, just like Thanos, it's inevitable. Like, they're all going to go around me probably because of the pit stops anyway. What would really be cool would be a, you know, yellow flag, but that ain't going to happen. We're just literally being like Thomas the Tank Engine again, just holding everybody up in this little train that we have here. I mean, I think I have a little bit of a rhythm going at least. That's good news there, but... it's LePage. But, you know, I don't like doing that to my man Bobby Hamilton, and I just defended against the wrong car. We already know that Jeff Burton and Tony Stewart are so much faster than us, but we're not giving anybody any room or fucks to give with. Anyway, we just don't care. We're not letting anybody by, but unfortunately, them two cars are so much quicker, and Johnny Benson's running in third, so that I'll gladly let by. But unfortunately, I left the door open for Bobby as well. We could have a chance to try to get him back, but I don't think so. Let's see, can we do something about that? No, we cannot. Fuck. And there goes LePage as well, so there goes 42nd. And we just have ourselves, our ego, and Scott Pruitt. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Probably Scott Pruitt. You know, it's also sad that both our teammates are ready to lap us, like 15 laps in. I'm begging Andy Petree to get these R&D and these people to finish the job with our engine and are, you know, really soon, so we can actually try to compete. Like what? Like we're only competitive. We're only competitive at super speedways. That's it. That's the demoralizing part. Like so, like, I mean, I knew that coming in when I signed a contract for this third expansion team. That listen, we're only going to be good at super speedways until like maybe the first half of the year. So it's all just part of the process, I suppose. It's trust the process, as they used to say, right? Isn't that how you say it? Trust the process? Oh, that was a spot. I didn't even realize. Like somebody blew up. I think that was Michael Waltrip that blew up. So we just gotta hope for two more cars to blow up. That way we'll be able to get sponsorship money. Yay! But will it happen? No. Ow! I was wooed. I know I'm slow, but you don't need to kick me in the nuts about it. Just because of that, I'm holding up Jeff Gordon. See what you made me do, Bill. See what you've done. Yeah, that was Michael Waltrip that blew up. See, the funny thing is, the car doesn't actually feel that bad. Like, it's actually a lot more stable now, but of course, that's just saying because the front tires are worn out completely. But, we're just slow. We're just slow, the car's no good. You know, there's no straight line speed, there's no corner speed, but the car feels fine. Like, the car feels fine. I don't feel like I'm snapping loose anymore, like, as badly enough. It's been coming into my own, but the fall off is just too damn bad. And besides, the right front tire started to wear out on lap 18. And we have to wait till like lap 40-something just to have a chance to come down pit road. And no, I am not letting you by. Screw you, purple car. Even though purple's my favorite color. Oh, shit. There it goes. Yeah, there goes the last place spot now. No, I'm holding up Johnny Benson. Screw you, Sadler. Go after him, Benson. I believe in you. Go get him. Go get him, buddy. Yeah. Oh, really? Am I really off the pace? It's not like I'm 2 seconds off each lap, am I? Yeah, well, this is our life now. Hey, does Miles want to claim another victim? You know, that's not me, of course, right? Does Miles want to, you know, eat another car? You know, that'd be pretty cool if they did, you know? Like, can it eat somebody else's engine? Like, please? I'm asking for a friend. It's not for me. It's for Scott Pruitt, you know? It's all for Scott Pruitt. I mean, Scott wants to have an engine blow up, you know, as well. You know, he wants to see people have blown engines too, because, you know, running in last place is kind of really hard for him too, you know? You know, funny thing is, he is higher than me in points, but still, he would also, you know, my best friend, Scott Pruitt, you know, he really wants somebody else to blow up to, you know? That isn't like me or him, you know what I'm saying? You know, bros. We're bros, you know? That means, please assist us, gods of the racing world. Okay, barter's not gonna work, I'm afraid. Oh boy, the rear tires have started to get worn, and the front tires are shot. No. All right, it's Johnny's time. We're being moving chicane. We're being moving chicane for Johnny Benson. Go, you magnificent bastard. Go. Oh, Rusty Walls is in third. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. All right, I did my good deed for today. I got Johnny Benson in the point. Is that Schrader in fourth? I cannot tell. No, that has to be Stewart in fourth. Yep. Then it's followed by Rudd. I did my good deed for today. We're 3 laps down now, and we're not even close. We're not even close to like making. I mean, we can pit pretty soon, but we're gonna be like 6-7 laps down by the time this thing's over. They're just like, look how far away the leader is now already. Like, it's what can you do? I mean, I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing through all this because I am kind of helpless with this whole mess. What's even more demoralizing is Brett Bodine lapping you every week. But hey, it's all part of the Ferrari, excuse me, Andy Petree master plan. Don't worry, it's all part of the master plan. I'm sure good old Andy Petree has something in store for the second half of the season for us. We're going to have a new chassis builder. We're going to have a whole new set of body anyway. At least one of them is going to be at least competent anyway, a good body. It's all going to work out in the end. Yeah, I'm sorry about, but legitimately, I am sorry about this first part of the playthrough going to be extremely slow. I mean, I do appreciate you trying to cheer me up and trying to cheer on the 56th team, even though it's kind of helpless at the moment, as you can see here. Now I know what a used to be a Rick Ware racing car used to feel like, or a Starcom car when they used to be around. Now I know how they feel. And look, I'm alone now. Alone with my own depressive thoughts. Oh, that's why, because everyone's coming down pit road. Yeah, I gotta come down pit road. I can't drive this anymore. Not like we're gonna gain anything anyway, even if we do come down pit road. Yeah, we have damage repair as well.
Okay, you got it.
All we can do now is just, I hate to say it, hope and pray somebody else blows up. I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't know. I'm not gonna cause cautions on purpose every race. I mean, I could, but ethically speaking, it's, no. Not every week I want to do it on purpose. Like, last episode, yeah, maybe angry a little bit, I couldn't do anything, and it's a long-ass race. But thankfully we got Michigan coming up. I think Michigan will be fine for us in terms of, like, well, no, our engine won't come in until Sonoma. Sonoma will be a race where I think we'll be legitimately good. That and Daytona. Like, Daytona, I think we can win Daytona. I'm not kidding you. Because of the engine upgrade that we're going to be getting, the engine power, I think we can have a chance to really compete at Daytona. Like, legitimately for a win, like we did at Talladega. Yeah, I just got to play around with the gear ratio once more for Daytona, and we should be golden. We're playing devil's advocate with the leaders again. This time our car just gets washed up the track. Oh, hello, Robert Presley. Yeah, I just want to make sure we just don't kill the car at this point. Like, I know, like, how can it get already worse than it already is? I don't make the rules. Oh, by the way, that's Scott Pruitt ready to lap us. Yep. And... yeah. Do you need to see any more of this video? Yep, and that'll do it. I just wrecked myself for the end. And I probably messed up the finish. God damn it.
The yellow didn't wave as much as usual.
Well, I'd say the fans would probably have liked to see more excitement. I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of caution flags.
The Delphi car suffered some damage in this one and ultimately paid the price for it.
Well, Joe, they're bound to have bad days in this NASCAR Winston Cup Series. The key is having a team that can put everything back together and continue forward at the same time. These guys will be fine.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, this is Joe Moore and Barney Hall signing off.
So, believe it or not, it was John Andretti the pole sitter actually gets the victory here at Dover. I mean, DNF algorithms are so fun to witness sometimes. I mean, I think John Andretti gets his second career win, not a first-time winner, I would say, but the number 43 gets to be in victory lane for the first time this millennium, and I couldn't think of a better driver of the 43 car than John Andretti to actually get the dub for the famed Richard Petty number 43 car. Yeah, our race, that is probably like the saddest excuse of a home race ever. Like, there was a reason why I even cut like half the footage off, because it's just me just being molassously slow. And oh, look, there's a trophy for that. I didn't realize there was a custom trophy. I mean, congrats to John Andretti. He certainly managed to pull something out of his tail, anyway. Certainly, like, the saddest home race ever, honest to goodness. And John Andretti somehow won the race. I don't know. I don't know how he did it. He was like a lap down. Apparently, the 90 car didn't last that much longer either. Well, Waltrip was like one of the only cars that just didn't make it. So your race results is as follows. Somehow, John Andretti manages to take the lead away and wins the race. Pole sitter John Andretti, despite basically running in the back in the middle each time, wins it, because, you know, you gotta love the game having like weird algorithms as, you know, you DNF at some point in the race. You get some pretty weird results. So that's another winner, actually. That's 12 winners now this season. Jeremy Mayfield 2nd, Scary Terry 3rd, Robert Presley 4th, Kyle Petty 5th, Bill Elliott 6th, Kenseth 7th, Schrader 8th, Jeff Byrne 9th, and Tony Stewart in 10th. Alright, so where is Bobby Hamilton? How bad is the damage? Apparently not that bad. Yeah, he finished 38th. So for some reason, it just fucked up the entirety of the first part of the algorithm. But what a horrible way to conclude a really sad, you know, home race. Like, this is like probably the saddest home race. Like, I skipped like half of the footage of the race because like there's nothing to talk about. So, and can you blame me? Well, happy days are here again because we actually got some money. The question though is, what am I gonna do with it? Because think of it this way. Our biggest problem is tire grip. We don't have the money to even get the slightest bit of the tire grip at all. We could finally start building a new chassis. Finally. So that's probably what we're going to do in the next episode. We're going to hire, probably not a fabricator. In terms of, like, you know, money-wise, it's very tight. As we know. Like, once we get the, like, the next sponsorship stuff, like, once we actually start, you know, getting good at driving or whatnot, or getting better cars to the track, we could actually start, you know, getting better sponsorship deals or whatnot as well. Like, that kind of sucked. Honest to goodness, like, that kind of sucks that, you know, we're now like, we're still far away from Bobby Hamilton. That's okay. Sonoma's gonna be our biggest, like, flashpoint anyway, because Chad Little, we're actually not that far from him either. Like, not all hope is lost from, actually, I didn't think of it this way. It's actually not all hope is lost from trying to get ourselves back into, like, 38th or whatnot in points. Like, not all hope is lost. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that's just, like, the saddest way to end a race, I think, in terms of, like, you know, especially with your home race. Like, you're running, like, I don't even know if I'm running minimum speed, to be quite honest with you. I have no idea. But, yeah, that's all there is to it. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry I kind of seemed, like, pessimistic about the whole ordeal. Like, it's just, look, I am losing patience with my own strategy plan for this career mode, to be honest. I'm losing my own patience. So if y'all losing your own patience, then I don't blame you at all. I really don't. At least we'll be able to actually somewhat, no, I don't even know about somewhat competing at Michigan. Like, I would say, like, the next video I would say, like, to have a chance at competing is Sonoma. Infineon and then Daytona. At least these two races, I know for sure we'll be able to compete. Mark my words. Sonoma will be a good race for us as well. And another thing I want to note is we're actually getting close to 600 subscribers, so I'm glad you all decided to stay and play and watch the pandemonium. Maybe a Coke 600 subscriber special, maybe? We'll have to find out. I think we'll do it here. In fact, we might even do it in the career mode car, too, along with it. We just gotta make a 56 car, put the UAW Delphi on it and whatnot. You know, it'll be pretty cool. We'll see you in the next race at Michigan. Hopefully, it'll be better than that sad excuse of a home race.